Hey, what's up? It's Annika and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through what is on my iPhone 11 Pro Max. If you're not already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I take you with me on my journey to paying off over $229,000 in debt, making monthly budget videos, debt payoff update videos, as well as lifestyle vlogs and some fun like tech vlogs like this one. Okay, let's just jump right into it. I'm going to screen record. Okay, so I did make a video on how I changed my aesthetic home screen like this to this kind of sage green vibe, and I'll go ahead and link that above if you want to check that out on how I changed everything. And I just got this wallpaper off of Pinterest, but I'm super into sage green right now, like it's an actual obsession. But I thought it would be fun to kind of just share what kind of apps I have on my iPhone and what I really use it for. So I have my widgets here. I have my calendar with the date and the day of the week that it is, because I'm literally always confused. I'm like, what day is it? Sunday, Monday? I just have no idea. It's end of May already, like kind of confused how that happened so quick. But we're here. And I just added these widgets, but I do have all of my social apps categorized in this little group here. And you just do that by holding onto an app and then going to like drag and drop it onto another app to then create a group like this. So I put all my social apps together and I made it so that I can't just click a social app right away. When I'm on my home screen, I have to open up the group and then open up a social media app, because I find that adding like little quote-unquote barriers, if you will, to me accessing those apps kind of makes it a little bit, I don't know, more annoying to access. And I did that on purpose because I don't want to just be clicking my social media apps like off and on like super fast and like spending a lot of screen time on the apps, if that makes sense. So that's why I did it that way. But I got all the main ones here. I like keeping all of these apps on my home screen here, because these are the apps that I use the most frequently, always checking those. And one that I didn't add over here is actually my YouTube Studio, which I'll just slide over a couple pages. I just have that here, free floating, and I'll just scroll over to go click that to check on my YouTube stats. But before I get to that, my second page, I do have a countdown towards my birthday, and when I'm filming this, my birthday is 5 days away. I'm turning 25, which is kind of ridiculous. Quarter life crisis pending. Just added these widgets using the Widgetsmith app, which I walk you through in my other video, so a whole tutorial on that, which I did get these from Pinterest, and I'm a coffee lover, so there's that. And I lied, I do have the YouTube Studio app down here. I kind of forget about it sometimes, honestly, that it's right there. But again, my most frequented apps, like for work, I use Outlook and Slack, and I like having my calendar app accessible right there, and then my Amazon and Target, Google Maps, and Starbucks. Okay, so coming to this page, I actually have two different widgets on here, but you can't really tell because one of them is kind of hidden. So I'm gonna hold down on my screen and make everything shake. But as you can see, the top one, which is the reminders one, which again, that's a built-in widget to the iOS 14 update. And that just links to my reminders on my app, like in the reminders app on my phone. And this middle section is actually the Siri suggestions. So that's also a built-in widget within the iOS 14 app. If you just go to, again, click your plus sign and you can just go add it. But that will show you like your most recently used apps. So this actually fluctuates based off of what apps you are in and out of the most in that time period, if that makes sense. So because I use all these apps the most, they will show up in my Siri suggestions. But if I go and open like YouTube Studio, let me go refresh that. Oh, I gained a couple subscribers since I last checked it. But let me close that, and like if I go and start opening other apps, I think you kind of get the drift. Once I start using different apps, these apps change. Now here's where the actual insight into my brain, how it works, is coming into play. I phrased that really weird, but anyway. Here is my little groupings that I do for all of my apps that I really like to have, again, grouped together just because it makes it more organized for me mentally. But I have all my finance apps here because I am always checking my bank account, my budget on the daily, because I am a big finance girl, not a professional or anything of that matter, but I am very into staying on track and staying on top of my finances. So I have all of my finance apps there. And for photo and video, I have a lot of these not downloaded because I actually don't use these very often. So I have to re-download them from the cloud because I have that setting on your iPhone that is like, it'll uninstall apps that you don't use very often and like haven't used recently. So that's why there's like the little cloud download arrow next to all of them, because I just don't use them. But I have used InShot a lot to edit like TikTok videos, Instagram Reels, because it's just a quick video editor on my iPhone that makes it really simple to just cut these videos really fast and then upload them right to social media. I used to recommend Video Leap as like my #1, but now they made a lot of the good features premium features, and I'm like, I'm not gonna pay for that. So I use InShot, free version, and they let you like split your video clips, which is magnificent. And then here we have my photo and video editing. I don't know why I didn't put all of them together. That's just kind of how I started it off, and then I left it like that. So the apps that I use so often are Photoshop Fix, Lightroom, PixArt, and Canva for my Instagram posts and or stories. I love editing photos, and if you are into like Disney lifestyle and like fun edits, you should go follow my Instagram at Annika's Paintbrush because I do a lot of fun posts there. But literally love my Lightroom app. It is a free app, but I do pay for the photography plan, which is $9.99 a month, to get me the like premium features of Lightroom and Photoshop. But oh yeah, this is my edit that I did for Olivia Rodrigo's Sour album debut. Kind of obsessed, but yeah, I'm always in Lightroom. I love it. And then I haven't really used a lot of these other apps, but Snapseed is another one that I do use. And then this one, again, I don't know why I have it grouped like this. I should probably redo that now walking through it. But I use Preview to kind of plan out my feed. So here I have my personal Instagram at Annika Hudak kind of planned out, and I have like photos kind of lined up on the top here that I can move around, and then down here are the actual photos from my feed. So if I feel like kind of just seeing how cohesive my next photo that I would want to post would look, I use Preview. And then as far as Insta Story, I don't know why Amazon app here isn't here. That's really weird. I should remove that. But I used to use Unfold, but then again, there's like so many premium features that you have to pay for, so that's a no from me. And Canva Stories is actually a really good app because Canva in itself is just a great resource. It's a free tool that you can use to make graphics, edits, Instagram posts, like banners for your YouTube channel, and all of that fun like creative side of things. And they have really good templates, so highly recommend that. Again, my free floating YouTube Studio app. And then my air category, which again, pre-COVID times, I was a big traveler, so I love having all the different airline apps because once you download the app, you can check in right in through the app. You'll get notifications when it's time to check in. You can download your boarding pass right on the app and into your Apple Wallet. So that makes things very nice. And then over here, again, like a lot of these apps have just like uninstalled themselves because I just don't use them very often. But I did have a 1 second every day widget up here, which is like not working. It's like blacked out because again, I haven't used it in like a while. I tried to do that whole like 1 second every day video using the 1 second every day app. And I got through like maybe mid-February and then I just called it quits because I was never really doing anything. So yeah, that's like a little bit behind the method to my madness. Let me know what apps you love to have on your iPhone, and if you want to see anything more in-depth that you saw on my iPhone, I would love to kind of walk you through that, do more tutorials. I've done quite a few different like iOS 14, adding a countdown widget, and iPad tutorials, but let me know if there's anything that you're like itching to learn that you can't really find quite yet. I would love to know so I can make that for you. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!